If you're anything like me, you want makeup that is easy to apply, effortless, doesn't require precision, nor does it require youthful, taut eyelids. You might want these, the latest innovation from Trinny. They're called Trinity. They're dual-ended makeup sticks, multi-purpose, and actually it's kind of genius. Hello lovely people, welcome to my YouTube channel, Hey Spring Chicken. My name is Cordelia, and if you're a returning viewer, it's good to have you back. And if you're new here, welcome. Today's topic is Trinity, the multi-purpose dual-ended sticks. One end is glowy, the other is matte and creamy. Both are buildable and create this silky finish on the skin. Now she has three. She has New York, Venice and Mustique, and we are going to try the Mustique and the Venice. These are what they look like on the back of my hand. I am currently wearing Venice and I feel like I'm on a summer holiday. So watch me apply them. It took minutes. See what you think. I recently watched Trinny demo these products and they're brand new to her makeup range, and I was really impressed. She seemed to apply them effortlessly and simply, and overall I thought, if this actually works, it's genius. So I was already sold, hook, line and sinker. I am a person that likes multitasking products, and these products apparently can work with cheeks, lips, eyes and in multiple ways. We have, as I mentioned, the matte stick end and the glowy stick end. So let's try and see just how effortless this is. As you can see, I have very little makeup. I have my serum, which is Trinny London serum, which is the BFF, and I have an SPF. So that is all I have on my skin. The one we're going to start with is Mustique. I have the bronzy end with a glow, and the opposite end is almost a coral pink, and that's the matte. I am going to start with my cheeks. Now, one thing I do want to say, these are not precision based. You can use your fingers, or in this case, I'm just going to use a little angled brush. So this has got a lovely glow to it. I'm now going to add a little bit of the coral as my blush. I'm going to take it off. It's not precision based, so you may find you'll glob it over. But that's quite good. As you can see, that's given just a nice... Let's do the eyes. I'm going to use the brown. Now it is glowy, but I do sort of like it. Let me show you on the back of the hand. See how glowy that is. This is such a creamy colour. It's so lovely. Honestly, she's created a genius product. I'm going to use the brush, the same brush that I use for my cheek, and I'm just going to dab it on. Trinny really likes simple, effortless, and that's what I love about her products. What I might do is, in a minute, add a little bit of highlighter. And I use a slightly smaller brush to go into the socket line. Now, I'm going to dab around my lips, as I mentioned. It's not precision. I could leave it at that, but I just want to show you how simple it is to create a little more with a little more effort. As the editor has said, don't overdo the next stage, because that is the selling point. Simplicity, effortless, makeup in 1 or 2 minutes. But I am just going to add a little bit of highlighter there. I have got a waterline pencil from Trinny, which I've been trying, and I quite like it. Now this you may need a mirror for. And that is it. 2 minutes. This one is Mustique, and this cost £36. I love it. And as if by magic, I am now in front of you with no makeup, but my next stick, which is called Venice. Now the Venice has a glowy, I would say almost nudie brown colour, which is lovely, and the matte end is darker, as you can see there. So that is matte. So what am I going to put on my cheeks, do you think? I think we'll try the glow. No, that's not the glow. We'll try both cheeks. It's okay, made an error. Let's see how that pans out. I'm using my fingers. As I said, you can use a brush, but it is so simple with fingers. So yeah, I think this is a bit red. I think this is, perhaps I would use this more in blusher format. Editor has just asked, could you use a sponge? No, not really. Sponge is perfect for foundations and serums, but in terms of makeup, in terms of blushes and things like that, really fingers, brushes and other applicators are better suited. Right, so I'm not too pleased with the colour it's given me there, so I'm going to try a little bit of a darker colour. So we're going to go back to the matte. And I'm going to use a brush. This is Trinny's favourite, and I have tried the two and I like both. This is more, I would say, summer beach. So looking lovely in the summer. Okay, so we've got a little bit of colour there. I'm going to maybe add a little up the top. It didn't say anything about brow bone, but let's go for it. So I'm in the sun now. It looks as though I've caught a bit of the sun. Right, so now we're going to look at the eyes. And I'm going to dab a little on with my fingers, and then I'm going to brush out. Yeah, easy to apply. I do find that these are a bit chubby, so they need either finger or brush application. So again, that is really minimal. Let's do a little bit under the line. So this is Trinny's green one. It's a little different. Tiny, tiny, no real effort. And a gloss. Let's add the gloss. So this is a little bit of tubing mascara. And I just love the neutrality on my lips and on my eyes. This is really impressive. I have to say, I could do this without a mirror. So what do you think? So the two shades that I used were Trinity and Venice. Trinny has another called New York. These are £36 each, and I am loving them. I think if I had to give you one favourite, it will probably be Mustique, but this, I love it too. I will add all of the links of the products that I used today down below. And in fact, Trinny sent me these to see if I would like them. I was gifted 2 of them, and I would then go on to purchase New York. However, this is very much like having all of your makeup in one stick. There are multiple options for it. I hope you found this really useful, and if you did, click the like button and ding the bell, because when you ding that bell, it alerts you to content that we're uploading like this every single week. And while you're about it, subscribe, because when you subscribe, it lets the algorithm know we're doing something right. But in the meantime, if you've made it this far, I want to thank you and enjoy the rest of your day, your morning, your evening, your weekend, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you soon. Thank you.